Oh, what is it, 2:01? Oh, man. What a day. Now what are you going to do? Huh? Now what are you going to do? Goofy dog. What you doing? She had to run down here and jump in my lap long enough to get a picture taken for the thumbnail. And now she's hunting through the barn. What you doing? Huh? What you doing? Yeah. Oh, man. I guess 2:00, that's not too bad. I don't know what it is, wherever anybody else is, but right now, here today, it's overcast. I think we've had glimpses of sun so far. Oh, I've got that. Okay, I'll get back to that in a minute. It's been off and on showers, light showers. Nothing significant. Oh, but the temperatures are moderate. In the low 70s, I'd say. That's what it feels like, upper 60s, low 70s. Without the sun beating down on you, it feels actually quite good. Oh, Gracie, what are you smelling, huh? Gracie's over there smelling stuff. Oh, well, I guess everybody else is busy. So sometimes things require your immediate attention. Irregardless of what you have planned, it does not matter. Sometimes things require your immediate attention. Yeah. And that's what was been going on with me today. I'm sure everybody saw my video about the guineas. And you may still hear the one guinea I have left. One of the Amish gentlemen that I drive, he has one guinea left. But he did successfully hatch out and survive 3 keats. So he has those 4 coming up. But it'll be a while before they're, much good for anything. Because they're young. But I am seriously considering giving him my remaining female guinea. In the hopes that she will breed with his male and hopefully lay fertilized eggs, and maybe I'll get a few additional keats out of her. So his male guinea is a white one. So it could be interesting what comes out of them. But I will be talking to him this week. And oh, hi Mary, how you doing? Yeah, so that's where I am thinking about going with the guineas, is letting him, if he's interested, if he wants her, because he'd have to have her penned up for months so that she would stay. So that's what I'm seriously considering doing, is talking to him, if he's interested, letting him have her in exchange for any fertilized eggs she may provide in the future. And if she doesn't, or if she meets her demise before there's any, well then, it is what it is. Hopefully she won't. He has a really tall fenced-in area. He's going to be raising white-tailed deer, and they're just waiting for the permit process to be completed so that they can move their deer that they have onto their property. Um, but I figure he can probably just put the guineas in there. They'll have room to roam. They won't feel too penned up, but they hopefully won't be flying out either. I have not seen the guineas fly for a long time. Um, they're always walking, so I don't know. So there may not be um, guineas for a while here. Um, but we have plenty of chickens now. I have the about half of my chicks are loose now. I've been putting them in the goat shelter until after the hen house is built. And then I'll relocate them there. And speaking of hen house, that's one thing I was working on this morning. Is I finally was able to finish the floor of the hen house, and I had to. It was I had a delay because I ran out of the thicker boards for the floor, because that's what I wanted on the floor, because that's where all your weight's going to be. I figured the thicker boards would give a little bit more structural integrity. So that's what I did. I had to get more pallets, which I've got another source for pallets. So it's wherever my travels take me is where I will get pallets. And I was able to get some really good pallets, this one source. And they had the right size board so I could finish the floor. So that's done. And we are, hopefully I'll be working on the walls now. But I was going to be working on it, but I had to address another issue that came up rather unexpectedly. My ducks decided that, oh, we're going to go and tear into these beautiful, luscious pepper plants in my garden. Ducks, I guess they didn't read the rule book. Ducks don't bother your plants in your garden. Yeah, they'll eat the pests, but they don't bother your plants. Well, my ducks didn't read that part of the rule book. They destroyed all of my peppers, all my pepper plants. And I even had one little tiny green pepper starting up. I'm hoping I can still get more pepper plants to replace them. So, needless to say, I had to just throw together a fence. And I had enough chicken wire left to just do one panel. So I put it along the stairs because that's where they were getting into the garden. And they also, not only did they totally destroy my peppers, they destroyed some of my green bean plants. Hopefully, maybe it's not too late to plant some more. I don't know. I'm still learning the growing season around here. I keep reminding me it's June. Sometimes it feels like it's later. So, but I just remembered I've got, I was looking up in my loft, and I've got some of that green mesh type stuff that I use to put around the goat pen as a visual barrier. I can put that around the rest of the garden, I think. I forgot I had that. So I just put some rebar in the ground and run that around it, and hopefully that will protect the rest of my garden. Lots of fun. So I don't know, Mary, are you still there? I guess nobody else is here. I guess everybody else is enjoying the weather. I had lots of people in last week, but not too many today. Well, I guess they couldn't take any more bad news. But the chickens are very happy. They are running around. Oh, you should have seen them. A couple of them found worms. Oh, and they was like so excited, and they were running around. Oh, trying to not make sure that the other chickens didn't get the worm from them. Oh, it was so funny to watch. Oh, and let me see here. Oh, don't mind me. I'm feeling, I think, because I had to rush to get that fence panel up and chasing the ducks out of the garden to begin with. And if it's not one thing, it's another. Seriously. But at least the hen house is on its way. It shouldn't take me as long, hopefully, to do the walls. It's going to be a little bit different design than what most people do. Most people do like a little building, okay, a shed. It's fairly mild here. And the breed of chicks that I have, they have good feather coverage. Speaking of chicks, hello, chick, chick. Hello, chick, chick. The two older chicks come in here sometimes. But at least they at this point, they don't destroy anything. They're pretty much looking for bugs and any seeds from the hay and stuff like that. So they're not too bad. Now, yeah, don't mind me. I'm tired. It's just we had to go get hay yesterday. Now it's showing 0 people in. Seem to be having okay. Maybe everybody's having problems with their internet. I don't know. But oh well. It is what it is, I guess. It's just one of those things. I was just telling everybody how you don't destroy things. You better leave that feed bag alone. The guineas, before they disappeared on me, destroyed one of the feed bags, and they spilled chicken feed all over the floor down here. And looks like the chickens are going to try and clean up what the ducks couldn't clean up. Yeah, I need to get another container to put feed in because these bags that the chicken feeds in, they're not really all that thick. They're like a woven plastic kind of thing, and so I need to get something else to put that feed in. I guess I was lucky for the longest while that I didn't have anything getting into my feed much, but now I'm starting to have a problem. Nothing seems to bother to get into the alfalfa pellets, so I'm not worried too much about that. I have a barrel that I put the horse feed in. I've had that for years, but obviously I need to come up with something else to put everything else in. I feed the goats. Well, right now they're only getting a little bit of alfalfa pellets at night. They're mainly on browse right now. So that's all they're getting, and they get a little bit of one brand is calf manna, but I got something different. It's the same type of stuff as calf manna, only it's a different name. It doesn't smell as good as calf manna though. But so long as it has the copper in it, and that's why I give it to the goats, to give them a little bit more copper. They've got minerals, free choice minerals accessible to them. But they, I figure a little extra copper doesn't hurt anything. Not when it comes to goats. At least that's what I've been able to find out anyway. So they get that. And I also give that to Deeza, trying to boost her up. Yeah. Are we raining again? No, that's ducks I hear on the other side of the tarp. Yeah, my barn, it's got a tarp wall on that side and a tarp wall on this side. I was just talking to my Amish friend there yesterday. I started to tell you he had his hay was ready, and so we had to go and get his hay. And so I was able to help him get it in. And he was saying that, as soon as they can, they get a few jobs under their belt, then they'll be trying to finish my barn. And I told him, there's no hurry. And I understand they're very busy. And, it is what it is. Right now, there's no huge hurry. But I would like to have the floor done at least by September. Because if the floor is done, then I can stack hay in here. Right now, I can't. Well, I guess I could if I had to. But if I'm stacking hay, then they can't finish the floor. So, if I can get the floor done by September, I would be happy. And then I can get my hay and everything else, as they can. I'm not too worried about it. It's just putting the walls up. I hope to put a window on the one side of the barn. If I get the window, I haven't got the window yet, but that's something, I can frame that in. I can put a window in. It's not like it's a house, it's just a barn. So, and he's going to put a door on the end here where I have the roll up tarp end. Hey, that's been working just great. I can roll it up. I can have easy access. If I need to keep horses or rain out, just unroll it and I can zip it up. And it's been working great, So there's no huge hurry. They've been getting all kinds of jobs. So, and if they're doing that, then they're making money and I'm driving them and I'm making a little bit of extra money. So that's all right. Well, I see I got 2 people in here now. If you can, if the chat's working, go ahead and say hi. Let me know you're here. So so at least he's got his hay in. I'm in no huge hurry. My golden neighbor, he provides me with round bales. And I just peel the round bales. Yes, I'm still feeding hay, mainly for the horses. Oh my, chicks are sleeping on the hay. I wish I had a camera so I could show you. Oh, hi, Carol. How you doing? Things are a little crazy today. How's your weather over there, Carl? You're in North Carolina, I believe. Excuse me. I'm sorry. It's starting to catch up with me. I sat down. That was my mistake. Yeah, there's 2 chicks. They're sleeping in the hay down here. Listening to me talk. Those silly birds. I wish I could show you, but I don't know that I can get the computer to focus in on it. So, and I hear the horses behind me. This is about the time of day that they come in and they just hang out in the barn. So, and I'm kind of surprised that they're not just staying out in the pasture because it's fairly mild. It's nice. Aside from the occasional shower, it's not bad. The goats, they came over and they asked to be let out. So, yes, the goats came. They were asking me if they could come out. So I kept them penned up all morning, not in the pen, but in the enclosed pasture. And I'm wondering, because the horses and the goats, neither one are going across the creek right now. Whereas before, they couldn't wait to get over there. So I don't know why. No bad. Cooler than summer. Yes. Warmer than winter. There you go. Not bad at all. Yeah, I wish I was home. You're not home? Are you working? Or do you consider home north of where you are? I don't have any interest of going back to where I'm from at all, except for the C family. That would be it. But I love living where I'm living. I love Kentucky. I love like I said to the guys, is that I don't think there's any bad scenery in all of Kentucky. It is just beautiful, no matter where you go. It seems like, um, and I'm loving the climate so far. Of course, who knows? Maybe I'm here during a mild time, but so far it's not too bad. It's not unbearable. Humidity is not too terrible. Yeah, there's some days where the humidity is higher, but it's doesn't seem to be consistent. So, and I'm just going to see how long I can go without the air conditioners. So far, I haven't had to put them in. We had the one day of 90-degree temperatures, and that was pushing it, but I managed to not have to put the air conditioners in. We just had some fans blowing. So, yeah, that guinea, I feel sorry for her. I can hear her over there. She's not happy. I don't dare let her out. She's got the pen all to herself. I make sure she's got food and water. She's been laying eggs, and she starts crying at about 6 o'clock in the morning. So when she starts, she'll have moments when she's quiet, but then she does this. And it's like, I feel sorry for her. I really do. Because I know she's used to being able to just run around wherever. But I don't want to lose her too. And I don't know what happened to the others. I don't know if they are all gone broody and sitting on nests, or if they all became something's lunch. I don't know. It could be both going on. I don't know. I have not had time to do a thorough search. I have an idea of where they would have gone, even though I'm not 100% certain. Oh dear. Oh, costs too much up there, and a lot of folks I used to work with are now controlled by a bunch of. Oh yes, I hear that. I don't know why they held that message for review, because I don't have a problem. I mean, the whole world's gone crazy. Yeah, it's not good up there anymore. It's gone crazy. Really, it has. I don't know. Do I dare touch on the subject? Protests are fine. Riots are not. Destroying other people's property, stealing other people's property, beating up on people, burning people's property, that's not fine. How do you expect me? Oh, good morning, Okie Rob. All hens would go broody at the exact same day. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm wondering, Okie. But it's unlikely that 7 birds got 8 too. Especially if they're free range. I could see if they were penned up in a pen and something got in. Yeah, I mean, that happens. But if they're out loose, I mean, I've seen them fly up in the trees when a dog's come around. So it's like, I'm totally like wonder if maybe some got taken and some went broody. I don't know. I have no way of knowing. My husband said he went walking down in the area that I figured that they went, and he says he didn't see anything, but I don't even know if he knows what he's looking for. So who knows? Your guess is as good as mine when it comes to that kind of thing, because I really don't have a clue. But anyway, so how's it down there in Oklahoma, Rob? Is it still hot and muggy, or are you getting some of this cold weather? Because it's nice here. And I'm taking advantage of the cool weather and trying to get my hen house done. Do you ask the neighbors if they've seen them? Okay, my neighbors are not real close. Hot and dry, miserable. Sorry to hear that, Rob. Sorry to hear that. Hopefully you get some rain. Maybe we'll send some. This rain's coming from the northwest, so it's probably not heading your way. Sorry about that. I don't know if I don't remember how far out it goes, if you have any chance of getting any down there or not. Yeah, I don't think I could handle living down there, Rob. I really don't. I think it's just too much for me. But I guess if you're used to it. Yeah, like I said, my neighbors are not close. They're quite a ways away. There's one at the bottom of the gravel road. That would be about the closest one. My other closest neighbor, well, that house burned down, and they're not going to be rebuilding that, I don't think. Slight chance next week. Oh, man, I'm sure that will feel so good. We're a bit dry, too. We've only had light showers today. Some people have gotten some heavy storms. Some people have, but not me. I've only gotten like the fringes, so it's just been the odd shower, not even enough to put more than a couple of drops in the rain barrels. So that's what it's like here. And we could use a little more rain. I just feel better when I have all my rain barrels full. What can I say? And I need to start pumping water out of the well and filling a couple of these IBC totes for when it gets really dry. And I mean, I don't know. They say that it tends to be really dry in August around here, even though the first year we were here, it seems like it was nonstop rain. Even in August, it was nonstop rain. August and September. I mean, it was that first year was very, very wet. Last year, it was a little bit drier, and this year it's drier yet. So far, this is what I'm finding. As long as we have enough rain to fill the rain barrels, I'm okay with that. And so long as we have enough rain so I don't have to water the garden, I'm okay with that. The rain has really been bad for the deck extension, especially for a one-man band. Yeah, I hear you. It's not too much fun to do work in the rain. Sometimes it has to be done, but you don't want to do that if you can get away with it. I don't know how well the wood does when it's raining. I know I had to delay my hen house. It's like all I was doing was the floor, that's all I was doing was the floor. When I get off here, I'll be working on framing up a wall. I got to do 2 walls with a little bit of a pitch because we're going to have a shed type roof on the hen house. And it's going to be walled in on 2 sides, completely walled in. Okay. The west side and the north side. And then the east side, it's going to be partially walled in, similar to what I've done for the guineas. And then the southern side, that's going to be just open wire mesh. I have the rat wire, and that's what I use for it, is rat wire. It's a 1x2 welded wire, and that's what I use for chickens. I much prefer it to chicken wire. Chicken wire is only good for keeping chickens in. So that's what the chicken coop will be made of. I haven't totally figured out what I'm going to do for nesting boxes, if I'm going to put them on the inside wall or an outside wall. I haven't totally figured that out. I'm kind of leaning towards the side. But it's, as with everything I do, I'm just winging it. I have built a hen house before, and I know that I need a bigger one. And I was looking at my floor today that I finished, and I was like, you know what? I have a feeling that's not going to be big enough because I've got more chickens than I had planned on. But then again, I don't know how many are roosters, and I will not be keeping all the roosters. I need to have a nice rooster to hen ratio, and that's the same thing with the ducks. Um, I was looking at them today, and that is one nice thing about the Muscovy ducks is that you can pretty much tell by the size difference which ones are hens and which ones are drakes. And it looks like I have significantly more drakes than I do hens. The west wall should block most of the sun heat of the day. And yeah, in the afternoon, yeah. And that's what I want for the breed of chickens that I have. I need to block most of the heat. It also will block some of the bad weather that we get in the winter. So between the north and the west, that's where the bad weather comes from. So we get some weather coming from the south, but that's mostly in the summer when storms come up. So I'm hoping now, once I have the hen house done and I do the coop area, I want to have that covered as well. So because chickens don't like to be wet. And, what can I say? They're wusses. But that's okay. Yeah. So what was I saying? Oh man, I tell you, I lose my train of thought. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know when I was talking about the hen house, and I think I got. Oh yeah, the ducks. The ducks. Okay. Yeah. The It looks like I have at least 3 hens. I may have 4. So I was kind of hoping to save 2 drakes, but I may only be able to get away with saving 1, because if you have too many drakes in relation to your hens, it can be brutal. Those drakes can be absolutely brutal on the hens. So I want to double check the ideal hen to drake ratio for the Muscovy ducks, and then all the other ducks, all the other drakes will be culled. I will either sell them or send them to freezer camp. I know some people don't like to hear that, but that is one of the things that they are for. So, we'll see. Honestly, I've seen Muscovy ducks get processed before. And the initial culling is the hardest part. And I think it's harder than chickens, honestly. I did see one method that seemed to be a little bit easier to do, and we'll see if I can do it. I don't know. We'll see. But if I can sell them, I'll just sell them at this point, because I need the money. There's so many things here that I need to do, and I need certain things that I have to buy. I'm doing good with the with pallets. See, duck and chicken is the best for people with gout. Turkey is worse. Yeah, I can see that. And I'm not terribly fond of turkey. I mean, turkey's okay. I like it, on occasion, Christmas, Thanksgiving, that's fine. Okay. And I have a turkey in my freezer, but chicken is much preferred. Now the ducks I have, they're Muscovy ducks, and they are different than your any other kind of duck. They're less fatty. They're very lean, and it's recommended by cardiologists. So, and seeing as my husband has heart issues, then the duck would be very good for him. And so we will be having chicken and duck in our freezer, and possibly goat, although, excuse me, I can't bring myself to have my little wether butchered. I can't bring myself to do it. He's too cute, and he's got personality, and he's very friendly, and it's like, I can't do it. I can't do it for him. Maybe once I get a few more kids born and I get some real brats, and then maybe I'll do that. I don't know. At least at this point, things may change. As he gets older, he may turn into a brat. Now I may want to have him butchered. I mean, the ducks today, after they went and tore into my garden, I was ready to butcher a bunch of them right then and there. I'll tell you. Oh, it's like I was so looking forward to those peppers. I've never had luck with peppers. Whenever I've tried to grow them, I've never had any luck with them. They've always been really piddly, and these were looking good. I was getting blossoms. I was getting fruit. It's like I was really looking forward to these peppers. And they're gone. They just totally decimated them. I don't know why. I don't know what it was about them that attracted them to them. So at least the tomatoes are doing good and the zucchini's doing good, and hopefully I'll have a zucchini any day now. I mean, I know the zucchini grows very quickly, so I'm looking forward to that, because I used to buy zucchini a lot up in New Jersey, and I haven't seen it a lot down here in the stores, believe it or not. None that I would really want. And if I didn't have any fresh, I could find it frozen. Well, they don't have it frozen here, at least not in the places where I shop. Anyway, I haven't found it yet. And the fresh is, well, they might have it at the farmer's market, even though I heard that last year it wasn't, most people's zucchini didn't do very well last year for whatever reason. So, there's only a couple people that had any luck with it. So I'm hoping that my zucchini does well. I only did 2 plants, and they were transplants. Because in my garden this year, it's still a work in progress. And if I get anything out of it, it's a bonus. Of course, if I can get the ducks out of it, I might actually get something out of it. I had 1 cucumber plant. We'll see if it survived the ducks. It was closer to the stone wall, so it might have. But so right now it's just the tomatoes and the zucchini, and there's a few green bean plants left. And I'll have to see if I can replant those. Oh, I tell you, livestock is wonderful, isn't it? At least your bees don't go and destroy your garden, Rob. I tell you, when we went to cut the hay, they had the tender out by the barn, and I was thinking of your swarm catcher because it looks just like your swarm catcher. Oh, but anyway. Yeah, I've got bites all over me. The strawberry flies are out. The horse flies are out. The mosquitoes are out. I don't know, whatever else bites you is out. So they bite me. I don't put anything on me, generally speaking. I try to wear longer pants so my legs don't get too eaten up, but sometimes they do. It is what it is, Welcome to summer. You rarely see a bee in your garden? Oh my, 35 hives. It's usually if nothing else is available. Oh, okay. Man, I tell you, don't you have bees so that they pollinate? Oh, that's something I really don't see a lot of honeybees around here. I've seen, since we've been here, I have seen 2 honeybees. One was resting up on my deck, and it was like when it was starting to get cold. So I figured it was too cold for it to fly, and it was like, "Come on, get warmed up, so you can fly back to the hive." And I saw one other one. I don't remember now where it was, and that was earlier this spring. I saw one. So that's two honeybees I have seen. I've seen lots of carpenter bees, and I don't know if the carpenter bees or bumblebees I've seen. I know I've seen the carpenter bees, although they have not been as heavy around my cabin this year as they have been in the past. Um, Wasp and bumblebees are pollinators also. Yeah. And we haven't had much in the way of wasps either. The first 2 years here, we had a lot of wasps, a lot. Getting into the house and everything. Oh, here comes a duck. I thought you learned your lesson. Oh, chickens don't like the duck. They need to go out there and eat flies. Pleasantly surprised to see one on the blackberry bush. Oh, there you go. Yeah. But they're just, I see the larger bees, the bumblebees in the flowers around here. And I've seen there's another kind of a bee, and I'm not sure what they are. But there's a smaller bee. You better getting bold. It's one nice thing about the ducks, they don't have a sharp beak to poke into my feed bags. It's so funny because they follow me. The ducks will follow me. If I'm going someplace, and I call them too, that, say, come on, ducky, come on, ducky. And they'll follow me. But I don't know. I guess they're like children. Sometimes, you love your children, but there are days when they drive you nuts. So, ducks. And these two are drakes, for sure. I think the one is one I want to keep. That's going to be a hard decision, trying to figure out which one of the drakes I get to keep, especially if I can only get away with one drake. I don't know, because I got a couple of nice ones. But we'll see. If you're getting bugs and flies, that's wonderful. That's what you're supposed to be eating, Oh, I just saw a fly coming here. Get that fly. Get that fly right there. Sometimes I wonder if they do better when they're babies. I've seen the young ones go chasing after flies. But I don't know. I debated on whether or not to, try putting a swarm catcher out there, see if I can catch a swarm of bees, but just haven't seen any around. So I don't know. If I do, it'll be up on the hill. Just, up higher, so they're away from the cabin. Here comes a duck. You want me to pick you up? Huh? That's something you got to watch with Muscovy ducks, okay? Well, hello, Kentucky Hilltop. How are you? Yes, I am somewhat too much of a mama. Oh, now you got yourself hung up in the twine. Yeah, a piece of twine I didn't get balled up from the round bale. Bye. See ya. Now they're going to go. They chase the chickens away. Yeah, I tell you. With Muscovy ducks, I was going to tell you, you got to really watch because they have claws on their feet. And if you think about where these ducks' feet are, okay, and where they've been, they're not the cleanest feet, okay? They really aren't. And they can scratch you. They can really cut you to pieces if you're not careful. So when I pick up a Muscovy duck, I pick them up to where just in front of the feet, so they can't put their feet up to scratch me, and up a little bit higher on the body. If you get them down, you can't cuddle a Muscovy duck. You just can't do it. They'll cut you to pieces. Okay, you've got to be really careful. And when they get a little bit older, you grab them like just behind the wings. Just behind the wings, you catch them there, and that way they can't get their feet up to scratch you. But yeah, you got to be careful. And if they do scratch you, you got to make sure you clean that scratch out real well, because you can get an infection. Okay, and you don't want that. um, so I mean, they're great in the regards to they're quiet. They're a quiet duck. Um, they're supposed to be eating flies, even though I've seen lots of flies around, and I have not seen them going after them. I think because maybe I'm giving them too much of the chicken feed, but hopefully I've been slowly decreasing how much I give them in the morning, and at some point I will cut them off in the morning and I'll just let them out to free range, and I'm only feeding them at night. And there will come a time when they'll get just like a treat kind of thing at night, because I want them to do their job and go after the flies and the mosquitoes and other insects. Okay, um, that's what I want them to do. That's why they're here. That, and for the other thing that I said. But like I said, some people don't like that thought, but it is what it is, And I am an omnivore, and so you know, I want my garden, but I want my meat too, and I've got to take that into consideration. We are contemplating the possibility of getting a feeder calf. Um, Not feeder calf. It would be a bottle calf. Um, there's a place I saw that has um, calves that are 7 to 14 days old. So if we got an older calf, they'd be past the danger of scours. At least that's what I'm told, and that's what you got to watch for. So I don't know. It kind of depends on um, money and whether or not I think I can handle it here. Uh, it would be like the guys that I drive. They're considering doing it too. So we could probably share the cost of going to get it. It's like 2 hours away. There's like nobody close by that sells bottle caps. You know, have you priced milk replacer? No, I have not as yet. However, the I get my cow's milk through barter. I don't buy milk in the store anymore. So I've got a source, and I'm getting their extra milk. Their cow produces far more milk than what they can use. So I may be able to supplement with real cow's milk. Uh, and Okie, it's yeah. Well, how long do they have to stay on milk replacer anyway? Somebody told me once, and I don't remember now off the top of my head. Um, but if I can supplement milk replacer with some real cow's milk, uh, free real cow's milk, that would be good. It would be better. But once it's off the milk replacer, I've got grazing here, and I'm already buying hay. Um, and cows will, or beef, um, they'll eat the browse just like the goats do. Excuse me. So yeah, now they're getting into the hay. Nope, I guess they changed their mind. I guess there's nothing too exciting in here. They've gone out. Yeah. They make a feed that is used to wean them off the milk. Okay. All right. I have to look into that. Oh yeah, a definite decision has not been made. Um, this guy has uh, Jersey bull calves for $85. That's that's about as cheap as I've seen. Um, and I've heard that the jerseys, the meat's not bad. So, and he's also got oh hey, out of Goshen, long time no see. I have been so busy, and I know you have too. I haven't been able to see too many of your videos lately. I've tried to catch one every now and then. It's been crazy. Been trying to get the hen house done. Had to do a quick fence job today. I'm running the Amish to work. Bottle feeding is a pain, morning and evening. Jersey is fine, but it takes longer to fatten the milk breed up. Yeah, yeah, but we don't need a lot. Um, you know, I don't need. I'm not. I would not be selling to make a profit, so I'm not. We're not looking um, at the bottom line for income or anything like that. Just putting meat on the table. That's all. Um, so yeah, I hear that. I hear that out of Goshen. Which out of Goshen am I speaking to? There's a lot of you. um, yeah, so it's like it's not a definite decision. It'd be nice because the price of beef right now is ridiculously high in the stores. Um, Now I know that I could probably go and get a feeder calf that's pretty close to butcher weight for like $400, $400 to $800 depending. Um, Eric, okay, Naomi and Same are here too. Oh wow, Same or Sam? Sam, okay, yeah. Well, hi guys, that's wonderful. Yeah, I don't usually stay on much more than an hour. Sometimes I'm only on for half an hour, but enjoying sitting down for a few minutes. And like I said, I shouldn't be. I have a hen house to finish. I finished the floor, and I have to start working on the walls. I did buy some more roofing for it. Now I've got 2 metal panels left over from when I did the guinea coop, and the Lowe's that we went to that we happened to be at. They didn't have any of that metal roofing, the corrugated, the wavy kind. They didn't have any, but they did have the PVC, the vinyl type. It's like, well, it's only for a hen house, you know. So I got 3 sheets of that, and I got the other 2, and I'll just put the metal on the ends, and then I'll put the vinyl on the inside. And just so long as it keeps the rain off the chickens, that's all I care about, and it's going to be sloping the other way, so people approaching won't be able to tell that it's something different than everything else. I got the barn and the cabin, the roofs match, okay? They're both green metal, okay? But everything else, the goat barn probably won't match, and I know the hen house and the guinea coop won't match either. But it is what it is. This is on a budget, okay? I am doing the hen house with pallet wood. The guinea coop was pretty much done with, I'd say, about 95% pallet wood. There's a few pieces in there that's not, but and the goat barn's going to be done with pallet wood, okay? Whatever I can scrounge up. But that's, you do what you got to do. This is on a very tight budget. There are things that you have to buy, okay? But if I can find something that I don't have to buy, i.e. pallet wood, I'll use it, so long as it does the job. And that's the important thing. So, but yeah, see here, gets way too hot here for that. I put full back insulation on all my chicken coops, so it protects from hot and cold. That's a good idea, and I debated on doing that, but it doesn't get that cold here. If we were further north, I would consider doing that, but I'm not going to have. There's going to be enough space between the topmost roost and the roof, so there's that air buffer, so they're not right up close to the roof. That was one thing that I regret doing with the hen house that I built up in New Jersey, is I think I had the roost too close to the ceiling. So I won't be doing that with this one. It's going to stay lower. But yeah, and we'll see how it works. Like I said, it doesn't get that cold. And I don't even foresee needing to have a heat lamp in with the chickens. You know, stops condensation drip also. Yeah, but you can do other things besides the foil too. I can run some plastic under it. I don't know that I had a problem per se in the guinea coop, but like I said, their roost wasn't real up close to the ceiling either. So, but I do have the problem with condensation on the barn roof, and I didn't even think about it when I had them build this. But yeah, you can get even house wrap will help that too, and that's something I could do. You know, the guys they sometimes use the house wrap, and I'll ask them if they ever have a partial roll that left over that maybe I can have to put underneath my my roof. But that's a good idea. Yeah, like if I get my outdoor shower rebuilt and my bathroom done, I'll be using the full wrap because it's going to be outside the cabin, and that has to do with some rather unpleasant past experiences that I have had, and I don't want to have to go through that again. So the water will be that type of water will be outside the cabin, and it will be lined with the foil bubble wrap kind of stuff. Yeah, because that stuff it works. I think it'd be fine for around here. You know, the winters don't seem to be too bad, and the summers don't seem to be too bad. So far, of course, watch me have that all done, and we get a really severe cold snap. Wouldn't that be my luck, huh? But anyways, I should probably end this up. Oh, the chickens are back. Ducks left, chickens come back. I tell you, they are fun to watch. I'll tell you that much. I am so glad I have the chickens. I really enjoy them. So anyway, I'm going to end this. I got to get back to work on the hen house, try and get a wall. It'd be nice if I can get 2 walls framed up, you know, and I got some really good 2x4s with the last few pallets I got. So I'm hoping I can get that framed up and get these chicks rehomed out of the brooder boxes. So, all right. So I will talk to everybody later. Stay warm if it's cool, and stay cool if it's hot. And I will talk to you later. See you later, guys.